What's going on, guys? Welcome to another collective reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's great to have you here on this channel. This reading in particular is all about what you need to know in love and in life for your highest and greatest good, with an emphasis on love. Whether you're in a relationship or single, you're looking for love. These are the collective energies, the messages you need to know in love and in life for this particular new moon and in general for this particular week moving forward. So let's get right into it. Guides and angels, loved ones, masters, and wise ones, angels and archangels. What are the messages for anyone reading or looking at this particular reading needs to know for the greatest and highest good? Here we go. In love and in life. We have the Knight of Cups here. So you might be feeling like there's people approaching you, or there's new offers coming in on the table, or there's new opportunities to engage in love and or in romance. And some of these might be really tempting. Some of these might be like, this is really kind of something fun, something that is romantic, something that is really appealing, and something that I might want to pursue. There's new energy and new engagement coming into the table when it comes to love. However, this Four of Cups comes in with the Two of Pentacles saying, hey, this really, it's kind of a realization of this really isn't what I'm looking for. This isn't really what I want anymore. This really isn't me. I'm really looking for something real. That's the main thing I'm getting here, is like, if I'm going to engage in something, it has to be real. It has to be tangible. It has to be something for the long term. I'm not really interested in something that's going to take away from me or take away my true empowerment. And you've come across a choice on this whole dynamic of, am I going to continue to engage in opportunities or engagements that aren't really truly for me or for who I am? Or am I going to engage in opportunities that really are really deeply real and for me, and choose to help to empower me along my path, and who are as committed to me as I would be to them? This Two of Swords says you're making a big choice during this new moon as to who and how you choose to engage in romantic opportunities moving forward. You're really seeing through what is fake and what is real. Now, when it comes to love in particular, this might seem like it's a little bit of a risk. What do I mean by that? Well, you might be in a position in your life where you're not really sure if that exists. Everything I just described, where it's like, that person who's going to be as committed as I am to them, as I would be to them, as they are to me, or the one that's really real, the one that's really tangible, that's going to help to empower me versus take away from me. That right in itself is a leap of faith of that thing is and can be real moving forward. That dynamic does exist and will serve you for your greatest and highest good if you allow it to, if you choose it to. Okay. Part of you might be like hesitant to really believe that does exist, that is real, or you might be impatient around it. Like, when is it going to arrive? And you might be looking at it and going, well, is it better to just discount that and to just live my life and just really kind of continue on, and not really consider or not really count on the fact that this real opportunity to engage in love and romance that's very real and divinely oriented and or comes from the divine is going to come into my life? So it's a question around faith. It's a question around hope. It's a question around, are you willing to continue braving the risk of it not happening, or it not happening in the way that you want or dreamed of in that particular way? Temperance here says this does exist. However, it may take time to develop into everything that you have wanted. Whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship right now, this applies to you equally as well. If you're single, this may take time to develop and to come into your life. If you're in a relationship and it's not going exactly as you would want it, or there's rocky times, this will take time. Right now, it is a leap of faith into the possibility of that occurring in the way that you've always dreamed of with your current circumstances. Now, if you're in something, of course, obviously, I hope this goes without saying, that's not really real, committed, tangible, right, with someone who's serious, who's someone who takes you seriously and is as engaged into it, meaning the connection between you guys, as you are, then that goes without saying. That's like, that's automatically a no, unless you choose to, be in that same energy. So if you are in something like that, is what the guides are telling me to say, is like, you got to get out of that to find the real thing. But the real thing is scary. The real thing might be scary. That's the whole point of it being real in itself, is true love itself is scary. It is the fool. It is leap of faith. It is patience. And it is trust that it will be and turn out to be your happily ever after. That's the whole point of true love and engagement and what it would be. Now, Queen of Cups and the Hierophant says that journey, though, that journey of learning the patience, of learning, okay, to wait for the real thing, is in itself what allows you to become and evolve into your greatest self. Queen of Cups here and Hierophant card representing, the greatest versions of yourself, the most confident versions of yourself, the most loving and open-hearted versions of yourself, that doesn't have to keep her true essence, his or her true essence, from the world or from the people they're engaging with. If you find that you are still keeping your true self or your true essence from the person you're engaging with, or you've been in relationships where you've had to keep that to yourself, those aren't the ones. And thus, in this real situation where you are allowed to express your true self, or you are single and you are still learning to express your true self through having patience and through growing and through really letting go of those traumas that would keep you from expressing your true self, that is the journey. That is the whole reason that love exists, is for your greatest growth and expression to occur. So keep going on that journey. That means you're on the right track. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant, because it will result in true love and happiness. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, we'll address this Ten of Swords here in a second, because it will result in true happiness. Whereas playing it safe over here, Page of Wands, playing it safe, playing it in a way where I'm not going to be patient and continue on this track and continue to have hope and faith and trust in real divine partnerships, in real partnerships generally, result in exhaustion. And honestly, the truth is, if you're not in something that's very real in its own way in your heart right now, it's not even worth your time and your energy. It's better to be single and to be patient and to continue on your loving path, and hear this message as a reminder for you guys, for everyone, than to allow yourself to be exhausted by being with someone or something that's not really real. Even if it seems fun or casual in the short term, in the long term, it's disruptive. In the long term, it's getting in the way of your true purpose. In the long term, it's getting in the way of you being with your true person. And it's only a side route. Okay, so that's the point of this reading is, do you want to be on the side route or do you want to be on the true path? Now, the hard part of this is, and hear me now, the hard part of this is sometimes the true path involves being alone. If you are not with that particular partnership or person, sometimes the hard path involves being alone, because that's what's required in order to develop or to open or to release the parts of you that are not in sync with a divine counterpart, a divine person. Okay. So either way, it's about faith, it's about trust, it's about hope, it's about I'm with a divine partnership, and it's hard and it's rocky and it's rough and there's triggers, and I need to trust and have hope and be patient that it's going to develop in the way that I want, because I know it's real, but there's also work involved. Or I'm single and I'm choosing to either be with myself and be my truest, fullest expression until that divine partnership happens, which you're going to have a lot of hope, faith, and trust in, or I'm going to choose to be impatient or engage in things that aren't really real, or not really choose to trust that the partnership, your relationship is real and is coming, which would lead to exhaustion, which would lead to a disruption, which would lead to you feeling hopeless and not in a good place until, because it's unsustainable, it all crumbles down. The Tower card here. So the guides don't want you to do that. And in fact, Eight of Cups with the Chariot and the Eight of Swords says it may be necessary, right? It may be necessary to go down and find your own path and to move forward with that, and to really not be afraid to look at the truth that needs to be known in order for you to move forward, which could involve being with yourself. And also, if you're in a divine partnership, could involve not needing to leave it, right? There's two possibilities here. Not needing to leave it, not needing to run away, not needing to escape into something else, because the true work, right, the grass is being watered right here. And that's really the collective energy is. For some of us, it's like, hey, I'm going to choose to be with myself in order to continue cultivating my path and growing and increasing my expression, increasing my confidence, and knowing that that divine partnership exists for me in time when it's ready to come in. Or if you're in something that's very real, although difficult and challenging, it's digging in the roots, being there fully, and choosing to move forward, and not embracing escapism or needing to escape or move to a different place in order to feel more comfortable. Because the truth is, you'll always be led back to true love and to the work in general at this moment. So this is a big karmic test and challenge. It's a big question. It's a big choice. We have Justice card out here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Cups. Guides are asking, we're asking you to follow your intuition and your feelings on this one, on when or if it is time to disrupt something so you can continue on your true path, and or if this thing on your path, because it is real, although difficult, needs continued persistent effort into it and faith that things are moving in the direction they need to move. This is one of those two possibilities, your karmic test, your karmic path, how things will balance out in order to get to true love and life, right? The greatest opportunity of self, of love, of expression, and hope that you could be asking for. Okay, in order to feel completely, fully nurtured, transformed, and in full expression of your greatest divine self. High Priestess here with the Six of Cups, and feeling safe in your own ability and skin to express that part of you. So Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. There also may be a little bit of money, scarcity concerns here. Worry around not having enough money, okay? Worry about losing, okay? Money if you are to change something or do something or walk away from something. And this is just going to be channeled from my heart. You can't lose what's already yours, meaning if and when there are opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, those things are going to come when it's time. So you don't have to worry about making it happen, so to speak. If something's in your heart telling you it's time to do something, the money to be able to do that, to follow that spiritual path, to move into that particular direction that your soul, your gut, your intuition is guiding you, will always be provided. That is what this message wants to tell you. If you're struggling in that particular situation, the money to do that and to move forward will always come to you and be provided, so long as you are open and following the way forward. And for some of us, it's taking that leap of faith despite also not knowing or being sure if the money will be there in a certain direction, but knowing that it's the right direction overall, knowing that that direction will lead you home back into yourself. And that right there is the direction to follow, rather than doing something just for the sake of money, just for the sake of the hustle or the grind, or for the sake or the illusion of feeling safe in doing something. Right there, that's going to start to lead you astray into a direction outside of your true expression and self. And Spirit wants to lead you back home, both in love and in life, relationship, job, and career. Let's go with the last three final advice cards from the Angels and Guides, Loved Ones, Masters, Wise Ones, Angels and Archangels, for anyone who wants to see this particular reading. Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Cups here says, don't get caught up here. Don't get caught up too much in the illusion of what your mind could present to you about what someone is or what someone could be or what something could be. There might be a risk here of thinking something is greater. Wow, that was a little text there, confirmation. Something is greater than it actually maybe is. Like, it appears to be something else that's greater than it possibly is, when someone's just kind of playing upon a facade. And so it's really a test here as well. The guides and Sarah are saying, be sure to take careful measure to discern if something or someone presenting itself as a certain way is actually that, or if that's just an illusion that they're presenting, because that also might be steering some of us outside of the path of where we need to be going. And yes, it may cause some sadness to discover that truth, but in reality, it's better to know the truth and be let down than it is to be in some illusion or facade moving forward and not know it. So the message here, the advice is, if there's something that's been plaguing you in that regard, be sure to get to the bottom of it. Be sure to really question it and to really see and be willing to open your eyes, take off the blindfold, and see what it is, see what the truth is, so you can make an accurate choice and decision and potential leap of faith from that knowledge, as opposed to just maybe what you may assume or think or see on the outside, on the surface level, from a particular person or situation. This is what will lead you back home and also back to your truth and your true destiny moving forward. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this collective True Love and Life reading. Again, my name is Brandon. It's nice to meet you guys. And if you guys want more content like this and weekly updates when it comes to love and life and your greatest possible soul good, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out as well the, astrological new moon video as well. And be sure to look out for more incoming content around astrology, around soul purpose, around tarot, around love, updates, and all sorts of things this channel will start to be pumping out. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do so. And also, me and my divine counterpart, my twin flame, Paula, have our own well, we do have that too, but our own vlog style channel. It's called Adventures with BNP. And it shows a day in the life of true twin flames, what we go through, and the triggers and all that stuff. Be sure to subscribe to that and check out that video in the description box below as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.